Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. So in this video I'm going to review all these phones. So I think you have seen I bought these four phones for $14 and all of these phones were not working at the time. So now I have fixed this phone. So if you haven't watched that video, you can watch that video. The link in the description below, you can check there. So as you can see, I have Samsung S2, Samsung Grand 2 and Nokia Lumia 620, and this is Nokia Lumia C7, one of my favorite one here. So all these phones are actually working, but I don't have batteries for any of this phone. I will show you how I'm turning on these phones. So first of all, let's go to our Nokia what it called Samsung S2. So this phone is working fine, everything is working, call and everything, but this phone missing as you can see here, missing volume button, and also it doesn't have the battery, and this phone is running on Android 4.12 Jelly Bean. So this phone is from I think 2011, now 10 years back, and it's quite good phone and compact phone. So how I am using this phone is that I'm using Nokia battery. So this is one of the battery which you can use most of the phone. Also I put same type of battery here to turn on this phone and it's working fine. Let me show you. So I will show you that battery also. So I put double-sided tape inside to hold it tight so it will not move around, and it's quite good actually. The battery is quite good and it's holding the power in this phone, and this phone is working. I put the SIM card and tried the call and other things. It's quite good actually, but as I said, the seller said that the battery was inside, but when I got it there was no battery. I tried to contact him but he didn't respond, so I got it for $3, so there is nothing to complain about. But anyhow, I'm not going to buy any battery for this phone as the battery is cost more than the phone. It's around $5 I think, so I bought this phone for $3, so I don't want to spend $5 more for this phone as it is working like this. And actually, although this phone is running on Android 4.1.2, still you can use custom ROM like Android 12, Android 11 and other things, but I will try to install one of them, as I don't know actually, but I will try and show you, as many people still using these phones because it could have quite good camera. It has quite good camera, although selfie is not that good because there was no trend of the selfie cameras I think. So as you can see here, if I turn on the camera is working. You can see the front camera is not that good, but back camera is quite decent. It's 8 megapixel, nothing to complain. It can shoot HD, I think 1080p video. So this is for our Samsung S2. Let's go to our Samsung Grand 2. So this phone, when I have shown you that the buttons and other things are not working, actually this not buttons problem. So the mechanism inside is good, but as you know, the rubber degrade by years, so the rubber inside this button are degraded, so those buttons are not pressing. So I had to disassemble this phone, disassembled and put some glue to give some more space. Now as you can see, these buttons are working, and this phone still has a problem with microphone. I may fix the problem if I get the proper tool, but I don't have proper tool to fix these phones, so I'm not fixing the problem. And this phone is running on Android 4.4.2. I think it also got some custom ROMs, so if you have this phone you still can use these phones, and it's quite good phone actually. I like this phone much better than this one because it has a big display and it can shoot a full HD video. Also it has quite decent front camera, 5 megapixel, so it's quite good actually. And I'm using this phone with same technique as I shown you on my S2. So it's contain this battery, and I just put it with double-sided tape. As you can see, SIM card and other things, so you can use SIM card on this phone and it's working just fine. I have tried it and it's working fine. although this phone is got TFT display and this one got AMOLED display, I think the previous AMOLED panels are much better than newer panel, although newer technology are quite good with refresh rate and other things. But if you go about durability purpose, this display is from 10 years ago and this display is still good. There is no skin burning issue, nothing like that. But if you buy recent phones with AMOLED panel, you will get a lot of issue. So these two are gone. These two are Samsung's phones, and actually I was really waiting for these phones, which is Lumia 620, but it has a lot of issue. First of all, I don't have the battery. I'm using, let me show you, battery from my 820, and when I bought this phone, it was not turning on because it was in boot loop. I need to reinstall the OS, and I have installed it, and it's working fine. But still, it has a lot of problem. Like you can't use SIM card because SIM card tray is missing, and also SIM inside the SIM card holder there was some pins. Those are broken already, so I cannot use. Even memory card tray is broken. Although I can fix that one, but anyhow I'm not going to fix that because I don't have the battery. Although I got the battery with the phone, the battery is dead. I can't really use the battery. And as you know, I'm a Nokia Lumia fan, so I really like the phone. I was eagerly waiting for this phone, but when I got it, I became upset. Although I paid $3 for these phones, but still I can use, if I have the battery, I can use this phone as a MP3 player, or I can browse around. Also I can install Windows 10 on this, so there is not much problem I can see. But the display is quite good actually. So although this is a TFT display, but it got Nokia's clear black display technology. Here you can see this is my Nokia Lumia 625, which has an IPS panel, but when you compare with this TFT display, you will see that the display here is much better than this display because of clear black technology. So that the black are black, white deep black, so where here black are grayish black. So that's it. And the last phone which I paid also $3, but I didn't get battery, is Nokia C7. I'm thinking to buy a battery for this phone because it's in quite good shape, better than all these phones. And I put a Nokia Asha 305 battery to turn it on and other things to check, and this phone working fine. Everything is working, as you can see. So this is running on, I think, Symbian S60 V3, and here I have Nokia N8, which is running on Symbian well refresh. So I have flashed custom firmware on this phone, which is super fast, and I got gesture and other things, as you can see. So if I do this one, I have got gesture, which is really good actually. So I can use this firmware on my Nokia C7, but I'm not going to do that as I want to keep it as it is. So I have one which is running on well refresh, so I'm not going to do that. And actually these two phones are quite similar because they got same specification, nearly same specification, where in Nokia there are two main difference you will find with this phone is that with camera and the storage. So this phone got 8 gig of storage, this one got 16 gig of storage, and it has a 12 megapixel good camera, which is still quite good. So it costs xenon flash and other things, but here we get a double flash with 8 megapixel camera, which is fixed focus, I think, I don't know. And the camera is working just fine, and the display is really good actually. This is an AMOLED panel, and it also got AMOLED panel, but I think the display here is much better than this. I don't know it's because of the screen protector or not, but as you can see here, you can see that this display looks much better than this AMOLED panel. And here also I got another AMOLED panel phone, which is Samsung S2. This one also got AMOLED panel, but when you see them, keep them side by side, let me check. You can check that the display here is much better actually. I don't know how, but it's much better. So I think, as you can see here, this all phone got uh, AMOLED panel from 2010 or 11, but still they don't have any kind of skin burning issue and other things. I think the durability of old AMOLED panels are much better the newer AMOLED panels. So you can comment below and tell me anything about that, this AMOLED panel. What do you think about these AMOLED panels? So, and I have seen that newer AMOLED panel are damaging very fast. They're getting pink tint issues. They're getting skin burning issues, which are not present on these AMOLED panels. So I can say that, or if you think like that, so the old AMOLED panels are much better, I think. So as I said, I may install custom ROMs on these phones. If I install, I will make video, because still there are a lot of people who use these phones. And in this Lumia, I can install Windows 10, but I'm not going to do that. I can update it to Symbian Well Refresh, or I can install custom ROM, but I'm not going to do that because I already have phone running on Windows 10 and also Symbian Bell Refresh. So I'm not going to do that, but I may install custom ROM on these two phones on my Samsung Grand 2 and Samsung S2. So if I make a if I install, or if I plan to install any kind of ROM on these phones, I will make a video, as there are a lot of users that are still using these phones. So that's it for today. If you haven't watched my previous video, you can watch that video. I will put the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you.